Hello and welcome to TVC News this hour. We're tracking developments in Niger State where voting has commenced in several polling units in the ongoing local government elections. At the polling unit where the state governor, Umar Bago, cast his vote, there was an appreciable turnout of voters. There's also a large presence of women voters, and so far the process has been orderly with adequate security on ground. In Bida local government area, elections will hold in 14 wards across 270 polling units. Voting is expected to commence at 8 a.m. and end at 4 p.m. 2 days to the polls, the Niger State Independent Electoral Commission began the distribution of sensitive materials to the 25 local government areas. The electoral officer for Bida, Yusuf Zakari, confirmed that elections have already commenced in some areas, while there was a delay in others due to logistic challenges. For more on the polls, Governor of Niger State, Umar Bago, joins me on the news to give us some more insights into all of this. Thank you so much, Governor Umar Bago, for joining us at this point. Give us a sense of the situation in Niger State. Now, you've already cast your ballot. What's the situation around you, and how has the process been going so far?
Okay, let me thank you for hooking me up. I want to say a big thank you to Nigerites. The turnout is unprecedented. It's even more than the general election. What we've seen today in Bida local government, where I'm voting from, it's been peaceful. Everybody is orderly. Every unit has received their voting materials, and voters are out en masse to vote their choices. It shows that democracy has come to stay in Nigeria. It shows the belief in leadership of this country. It shows the belief by the populace in the leadership of this state. So what we've seen today, we cannot thank but enough, but thank God, for making us see today and see what democracy looks like. And across
Well,
the state, generally, it's been peaceful. It's been very, very peaceful. We've not had any bad news yet. Yeah, there was an incident in NASCO, Magama local government yesterday night, where there was a fire incident at the state electoral office. However, we've not had anything after that. I'm sure everything is calm. They've deployed more resources, more materials, and more human capital, to go and administer the election.
all right. We are aware that there's been some challenges in some areas due to delays in logistic challenges. What might have been the cause of that?
Niger State is 76,000 square kilometers. It's not easy for you to deploy electoral materials for it to get that deep. Some are riverine. We're just exiting from rainy season. There was high tide yesterday night. Some of the boats could not cross, the rivers, and there was delay in delivery. But as I'm talking to you now, there's no unit in Niger State that has not received materials. What you were talking about is 2 days ago, but what we have now is that everybody, they have received their materials and voting is ongoing.
So you're confirming that everyone has received their materials in the 25 local government areas of Niger State?
Yes, very well. 274 was 25 local government, and all the polling units, 4,950 polling units in Niger State, all have received their electoral materials as we received information from security agencies and even the state INEC.
Talking about security now, what has been the case in the state so far?
About the election or general security?
About the elections?
So far, so good. Everything is okay. The police have deployed very well. Other security agencies have also deployed very well. Uh, Even the communities have also deployed very well. Everybody is out there to vote. Niger State has been relatively very calm. We're not talking about the insurgency of the extremist groups. We're talking about the issue of coexistence among communities. So Niger State is relatively very, very calm. We don't have issues, that are very, very uh, uh, affecting our security and interrelationship. So we never even anticipated any kind of major security challenges. However, we want to thank the security agencies for deployment. We want to thank every other stakeholder in this process, for making sure that elections are going smoothly and fine.
All right, so we have, from the stories that were sent by our correspondent there seems to be an appreciable number of women that have voted, and so far, like you have said, it's been peaceful. But what do you think might have led to this large turnout of women coming out to cast their ballot at this time?
Yeah, I am sure that they believe in the policies of the government. They believe there is been impactful on them. The women education, the first lady of the country, Senator Remi Tinubu, she's been doing very wonderfully in women emancipation. The first lady of Niger State, who's my wife, she's also been doing very well. So you'll see that a lot of women turnout is in every polling unit. The number of people that have come out in my polling unit to vote didn't even come out, half of them, to vote when I was being elected as a governor. So we're expecting heavy turnout of people and heavy votes from each of my polling unit across Niger State.
So for those who did not get the electoral materials on time, like you had mentioned, some areas have to be accessible via water, their riverine areas. What happens to them after the deadline of 4 p.m.?
No, the deployment of this material was 2 days ago. The delay they had in deployment was yesterday. But all of them, as at this morning, as at 5 a.m. this morning, every other person received their materials. We don't have any complaints from anywhere. And I'm sure you can check your satellite. There's no polling unit that's not voting in Nigeria.
All right, so what will be your message at this time to people as they go out to cast their ballots in the various local government
we'll
areas?
continue to call on the people, to be perseverant, to be orderly, to exercise restraint and also be peaceful. Our democracy is about popular rule. So whoever wins definitely is most popular. And is most popular, and we will support that person. We are not a dictatorial government. The government we enjoy everybody to participate freely, freedom of expression, freedom of voting, to be voted and to be voted for.
Governor Omar Bago of Niger State, thank you so much for talking to us at this time.
Thank you.